Yes, yes. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, y'all. This is a little late for me, but man, man. I can't believe some of the things that I am actually observing on the YTC tonight. Um un Unbelievable. Just unbelievable, man. I just can't, man. I'm seeing some of the stuff, and I'm really trying to just put my finger on it, man, as to why um people are just, I don't know. I can't right now, man. I don't understand. Like, I did my live yesterday. I knew this was coming, right? I knew this was coming. Shout out to WCS. Dope show today. I was even watching. I don't always agree with this brother's content, but today he was on point, man. Maybe he was because I'm gonna tell you something, man. There's certain content creators that give you the real. They give you the raw. They kick the sauce, the hot grease. And I think this brother was, like, he moonlighting. He was checking out WCS's live stream today, and he was in the chat. Cause when I poked my head into his stream, he was kicking a lot of sauce today. Um, but yeah, man, this schedule drop, right? And let me get the schedule up there. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. I know it's on here somewhere. Yes, there it is right there. Um Showtime released their schedule yesterday. I kind of went in on this a little bit with the articles from, I believe, the boxing scene. Um but what I find funny, ironic, is how, I don't know. Are you channels like sponsored by the PBC? Like, as a boxing fan, right? And especially, like, I'm gonna say, a fan of the Premier Boxing Champions. The Premier Boxing Champions have some of the most high profile fighters in the game, right? But when I look at this list of fights, a lot of those guys' names are missing. And then I jump on social media, YTC especially, and I'm seeing numerous channels. I don't know if they're moving the goalposts. Like, that's why I said, don't get hoodwinked. I don't know if they're, if it's their job to dilute the peoples, man, because it's like, you guys, the narrative is, oh, I thought they was going broke. Oh, I thought they was going out of business. But to be honest, you guys are really happy with this lineup. Like, to be truthful, I don't see some of they big headliners on none of these fight dates. No Spence, no Wilder, no Charlos, no Thurmans. Like, this can't be right, man. This can't be right, man. And like I said, I don't always agree with some people's content on YTC all the time, but today, my guy, he was on point. Like, excuse me, a lot of these shows, these dates that they put on, you could already tell from the lineup, the fight cards, that they're micromanaging. And I said that in WCS's chat, man. I'm gonna go more in depth into that in a second. What I meant by micromanaging, it's obvious. You could tell there's budget cuts. It's obvious, right? And I'm gonna explain why to y'all. I know the typical YouTuber, boxing fan is not gonna understand this, but this is micromanaging at its best, right? The premier boxing champion has some of the most prolific fighters, right? Like I just named a couple of them: Wilder, Spence, Charlos. These are all 7-digit fighters, 7-digit $1 million fighters, right? But yet you don't see none of them on none of these lineups, these dates, right? Other than Tank Davis. But Tank Ryan's fight, it'll probably pay for itself. You know, if you follow what I mean by pay for itself, they'll probably get sponsorships. Um, who's gonna pop up for that? Uh, the pay per view, I don't really know on the pay per view how the pay per view is gonna do. But as far as like the live gate and getting sponsorships, I'm pretty sure they'll be all right with that because Ryan already has Gatorade. Tank is like he's a young star, man. So they're definitely, but then you look at these other dates, the Friday night card, the next generation, that's a Friday night card for those of y'all that don't know. So that's not really, you wouldn't really consider that like a major card, that's like next up. Say, and we don't even know who's on that card, right? March 4th, this Saturday, this present Saturday. This is how they're starting it off. Um that fight card to me, Brandon Figueroa, Mark Masao, hopefully I said that right. Jared Hurd, I was watching the press conference. Jared Hurd, former unified junior middleweight champ, but he's so far removed from that. And he kind of mentioned that in the press conference today. Um, how he's back to his old ways when he was the B side. Um, Still rooting for him though, man. Good guy, man. But you could tell like micromanaging at his best right now. How much do you think these entire fight cards are costing? That's why you don't see none of the stars. And I was kind of alluding to that yesterday when I was telling y'all like the networks, Paramount, they not putting that money out, man, unless it's big fights, man. Unless it's big fights. And I was gonna come on here and kind of poke the bear a little bit, right? Because remember how when the Spectrum, the Spectrum the Spectrum cable company leaked the what's the name, right? I was gonna get ridiculous and title my thumbnail Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, June 17th. The fight is signed and sealed, June 17th. But look at this, June 9th, right? Two of these, look, one, they dropped One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Nine dates. Two of the dates are showbox cards. Two of them. Two of the dates. So in all actuality, it's really seven. Seven fight dates, right? Man. But maybe they'll squeeze that the Spence Crawford fight June 17th. It's gonna be June 17th, right? That's what you guys was running with. Yeah, I was running with that. What last week? Was that last week when the Spectrum speculation thing broke? And now this week the schedule comes out. You don't see no headliners other than Tank Davis, man. And Wilder's on record to wanting to fight three times this year. So unless they drop another schedule, right? Half the year is going to be over without Wilder fighting. He's trying to get three fights in this year, he claims, man. That's going to be tough to do. Yo, open the door for Daffy. She wants to come out the room. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough for him, you know? Um, we got to wait to see, though, man. This schedule, though, man. This schedule really caught me by surprise, man. I looked at it. I was like, wow. I was just like, I was, yo, when the lack of names, I was just like, yo, what is going on, man? And then I didn't really want to put nothing out because yo, to be honest with you, I was like, I'm not putting nothing out, right? But then, right, I seen like, I was just seeing the thumbnails, man. I'm like, yo, are these dudes working for the PBC and Showtime? Because you can't really be like, yo, you can't really be a real boxing fan and be happy about this. And you can't, yo, to be honest with you, you can't really even be a real PBC fan and be happy about this. Because how are you a PBC fan, diehard PBC fan, Al Heymanite or whatever they call him, right? And be happy about this. And be happy about this. None of Al Heyman's top generals, top dogs are on these cards, man. Other than Tank Davis, man. You don't even see the young hitters on there, other than Antoine Russell. You don't see Boots in this. Where's Boots at? Like, come on, man. This is man. You and for you channels out there spinning the narrative that told you Showtime's not going broke, they're not going out of business. Man, come on, man. Keep it a buck, man. Keep it official. Later for keeping it real and solid and all that. Keep it official, man. You don't see none of they real monsters on here, man. Other than David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. Where are the Listen, Jamel Charlo is an undisputed champion. He was supposed to fight in January, sustained a hand injury. Right? Sustained a hand injury. He's not on any of these cards. The big fish, Earl Spence. That's why he jumped out on Twitter. Because he knew this list was dropping. He's not on none of these cards. And he was on record at, wasn't that Frank Martin's fight? And he said he was coming back April, May, June. This is their lineup, man. Unless they're coming out with another list, man. Like I said, they're probably going to drop another list because that article yesterday, definitely check out the content I've been dropping. Steven Espinosa was on record stating that a lot of those guys' fights wasn't finalized and changes could still be made. You know? But it's just, man, we got to do better, man. When I say we, I'm talking about a lot of you content creators that's out here co-signing this and flipping the narrative like, no, this is micromanaging at its best right here, man. This is micromanaging at its best, man. At its best. At least, right? Listen, the Tank Davis April 22nd fight, right? The undercard hasn't been announced. That's one thing that I noted on this. I was like, all right, maybe they can get some hitters on that undercard. You know, maybe they could pull some hitters out on that undercard of Tank Davis. But other than that, man, like June, man, Carlos Adaman, Julian Williams. Shout out to Julian Williams. We got some work with him for this fight camp. J Rock. And that fight is at 160. So J Rock is going to up to middleweight, man. Carlos is a big puncher. Should be interesting. But that's not like a like J I think J Rock's last time that I can remember him fighting, I think it might have been a Fury Wilder undercard, man. He's been MIA for a minute too, man. That's why I said they really micromanage this schedule, man. They really micromanage this schedule, man. You know, they did, man. They yeah they hoodwinked us with this one, man. Man, I just I'm in shock, man. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, they hoodwinked us big time with this, man. But it is what it is, man. You gotta take the good with the bad, man. Um, as a fight fan, I am kind of disappointed, man. Like I can't wait to watch Polo fight May 13th. But even that card, it it kind of disappoints me because I feel like, to each his own. That should be Polo fighting Alberto instead of Rolly. But word to the sources, if Polo gets past Kent Cruz, he's getting the winner of Rolly and Alberto. Rolando and Alberto, man. So that's a good look. But I'm just looking at these cards, man. Like the even the and shout out to Chris Colbert. I see he's in the gym, going hard, getting ready for battle March 25th. About you know, what today's the second, so he's 23 days out. But the line, the fight cards, like yo, they have Joey Spencer is the co-main event on a pay-per-view card, man. This is really micromanaging, man. This is micromanaging at its best right now, man. Like Joey Spencer, not knocking him. Remember, Joey Spencer is just removed from being prospect of the year a couple years back, right? Now he's co-main event a pay-per-view card. Oh, man. And then April 8th, Sebastian Fendura is the main event. Man, this is oh my god. They hoodwinked us, man. And you channels that's out here spinning it like no, they're not going out of business. If they don't have to go out of business. If us as boxing fans are excited about this, they'll never go out of business. If true hardcore boxing fans are excited about this, they'll never go out of business. But yet, like I said, they have the deepest talent pool, right? Superstar talent pool. But you don't see none of the hitters on any of these cards, man. You don't. You don't, man. See, I kick some real sauce, man. Like I already know how dudes is moving with this. They're gonna try to play this back and then dissect what I'm kicking and then run off. Run off and try to drop their sauce. But now, listen, man, we got hoodwinked, man. They hoodwinked us, man. And like I said, a lot of YouTubers, I'm looking at y'all kind of funny, man. Like I'm looking at y'all like, who do you work for? Word, who do you work for? Who sent you here, right? Like that should not have been the thumbnail that Showtime's not going out of business. No, they're not. Why would they go out of business? But they're not putting on the big fights. That's for sure. They're big time fighters. Yeah, they got you listen, this list that just came out, right? Um, so we already know April, right? The 7th, the 8th, the 22nd. Earl Spence ain't on none of those cards. So that's gonna be a whole calendar year now that he's been out the ring. That he's been out the ring. March 11th, 25th, no Jamel Charlo, who was the undisputed junior middleweight champion. That's going to make a whole year that he has been out the ring. Come on, man. They hoodwinked us once again, man. Hoodwinked us. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up. I'm just out, as a fight fan, like I'm disgusted, man. I'm disgusted, and they don't even listen, man. Even if it's not Spence and Thurman, it's like or Spence and Crawford. You don't even see Spence's name on here. You don't see none of the Charlo brothers on here. Where's Danny Garcia at? Come on, man. This is what the thumbnails need to be. The thumbnails shouldn't be. Oh, Showtime. I thought they was going under. I thought they was going out of business. No, the thumbnails need to be where is the stars at? Where are the stars at, man? They must gonna blow the stars out The second half of the year, I guess, man. The second half of the year, that's when they just gonna flood us with the Spencers, the Wilder, the Charlos, and I guess the first 6 months of the year is just to test the market. I guess they're just testing the market right now. But man, I don't know, man. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm not in the matrix. Maybe I took the wrong pill, man. Cause I just like today, it was like I said, I was shocked because a guy that I really don't, his content I don't like. Yeah, he was cooking today, man. And I normally don't. I check out everybody, but like sometimes I don't like. I say the sauce. I don't be into his sauce, man. He don't have the flavor, He don't his cooking. I don't eat his cooking. You know what I'm saying? I use that. Catch that terminology, right? You know how you be like, yeah, I don't eat everybody's cooking. You know what I'm saying? I might go to the barbecue and just have a water. You know what I'm saying? Have a water, especially now since I've been on my no alcohol and trying to live righteous. So like I don't eat everybody's cooking, but today dude was cooking, man. I can't take nothing from him. He was dropping some sauce. He was probably him, like I said, WCS. There was a couple of brothers out there that was conscious, man. But so many others. But that's why I said today had me looking at dudes real iffy. Like who do you work for? What is your agenda? Who sent you? Who's sponsoring you? Who's paying you underneath the table? Because if your narrative today was Showtime is not going broke, and you are a hardcore boxing fan, and this lineup that they presented to us from the talent rich, star rich, premier boxing champions, Showtime has you drooling for fights, you are part of the problem as well. Because, like I said, there's no generals on this other than Tank Davis, David, and Caleb. Where are the rest of the stars at? Half of these, listen, I'm going to tell you why, right? You could take the April 7th lineup and the April 9th lineup, right? I guarantee you could combine that whole fight card. They did those two fight cards, right? The type of money that they saved on those two fight cards, that's probably why you don't see a Earl Spence. That's probably why you don't see certain names on this list because they are micromanaging. Are you understanding what I mean by that now? The purse that they could pay Earl Spence, they pulled off two showbox shows. The purses that they would have to give Earl Spence and Thurman or Jamel Charlo and his opponent, they pulled off two shows. Micromanaging. See, they don't like when the source gets to breaking it down like this because I'm supposed to be somebody like, hey, what do you know? I don't know nothing. I'm not educated, so to say. I don't know the logistics of boxing. But if any business, I want to say marketing, business savvy person, you don't have to go to Yale or Harvard, to understand business. Like to be truthful with you, a lot of dudes that do illegal activities, right, are real small business people. They just instead of concentrating it, the right way, they use it in other avenues. but all business models and pretty much are the same. They are. I'm gonna dumb it down for y'all like this. What Showtime did right now for the brothers that understand what I'm talking about, they are stretching out the work. That's what they just did. They just stretched out the work right here. Instead of paying high quality, they watered it down. And that's what they did, man. This is watered down right here. And too many channels are on here flipping the script, talking about, oh, they're not going out of business. No, they're not going out of business, but they're not having their big dogs on the stage right now, man. It is what it is, man. You're rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I am the sauce. I am the sauce, man. This is a travesty, man. They done hoodwinked us, man. Oh, yo, listen. At least I'm gonna say this, man. In all fairness to them, the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia pay per view is worth it. The David Benavidez Caleb Plant pay per view is worth it. These other fight cards, I'm glad they're free. Like I said, I'm eager to see Polo May 13th. Uh, the March 4th card, I'm gonna watch this because it's boxing. You know, I'm a boxing fan. The only way I don't watch the March 4th, the Saturday card if I go see Creed. Well, most likely I'll go see Creed earlier in the day with the girls and the family. But if I was to go see Creed at night, if I didn't have kids, or say my kids was with the in-laws, I would probably go see Creed during the fight time. Cause I'm not excited to see that fight card. I'm not excited to see that fight card. I could watch Jared Herb fight the Sunday morning. Cause one thing about Showtime, right? Showtime does do that. Sunday morning the fight will be on. The replay. And shout out to the sniper, Trayvon Marshall's on that card too. Those are probably the only two fighters that I'm eager to watch on that Saturday, March 4th card. You know? Real talk. Real talk, man. But man, I can't believe how they hoodwinked us. And like I said, I'm surprised at the content that came out today in regards to this, man. In regards to this. Ugh, man, I'm yawning. It's only 9 o'clock. Thank God tomorrow is Friday, man. You know, I'm still feeling the effects of Monday. You know, but definitely support the channel. You know, I've been dropping a lot of content lately, short videos, because I've been doing a lot of reading. And I've been doing a lot of reading. Um, like I said, I've been clean, man. I haven't had no alcohol in you know a while now, man. So my mind is just so free and clear. So I've been doing a lot of reading. Not saying that when I was drinking I wasn't reading, but like now when you're like alcohol free, like I don't even have a shot or a drink or nothing no more. So it's like I just do other things. I read. I do a lot of reading, man. I've been reading the Good Word, the Bible, a lot. You know, doing a lot of reading, man. Reading is power, though, man. You can learn a lot reading, man, and researching. But Showtime, man, you pulled the fast one on us, man. You know, you pulled the fast one. I tried to warm my audience up and the people that really rock with the source up because I told y'all, man, yesterday when I read that article and I seen the what Steven Espinoza was saying, I was like, yo, they got us. He said it when he was like, yo, we got 14 shows in the first. half a year, nine. We got 9 shows in 10 weeks. But then he said that some of the names that wasn't finalized. I was like, yo, they just did the okey doke. They pulled the okey doke on us, man. Unbelievable, man. See, I got time to kick it tonight, man. Cause I made hamburger helper and I put some chicken in the air fryer. So it was an easy cook night. Y'all know anything about hamburger helper? The girls want a hamburger helper with some quarters. I made some fire quarters. I had to jerk one. Probably give me a little acid reflex later on tonight. I gotta cut back on the spices, man. I can't do it though, man. I can't do it, man. Can't do it. See, I'm on the phone right now, man. I tell you how it always goes when I set up my little cave. The kids take it over, so they're in there on their laptops, right? Because shout out to Nasaya. Nasaya has a school laptop. So you know what I notice about my babies, right? See, Narina she's probably 2 grades away from getting hers. Well, I think not next year, but the year after she'll have her laptop. And then I won't have to be hostage, right? So they got the laptops. So that's why I'm not in the cave. I'm just lounging in my living room doing this live. 'Cause I told you how they do, man. They watch how they daddy moves and then they try to emulate my moves, man. Like the last couple of days, right? When I was in my cave, man, that's what I call it, man, the source cave, doing my broadcasting. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to take over the cave. Every time I start getting the cave rocking, right? They want to take it over, yeah. Never fails. Y'all got people dipping in and out, man. What's that about, man? What's that? I know what that's about. Y'all can't handle the sauce, man. I mean, the sauce is kicking that ism. Yeah. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. For shizzle, my nigga used to dribble down the VA. Yes. But yeah, man. Change the narrative, man. Don't like listen, man. I think you know what I'm about to start doing? I'm about to start popping out in people's comments again, man. Word. Just to show y'all I really be watching y'all. And if you're not kicking nothing official, I'm gonna start questioning it. For real. I'm gonna start questioning. That's why I had to question a lot of the thumbnails I seen today, man. A lot of y'all really showed that y'all real undercover agents at this, man, because to jump out there and say as a boxer fan you are excited about this lineup, knowing damn well the fighters y'all talk about on a consistent basis, none of them are even on tap on this, man. On tap on this, man, at all. At all, man. And I got time tonight, man. I got time tonight. Because after I shut this down, I'm probably going to watch Snowfall. I didn't watch Snowfall last night, man. Telling you. I went to the gym. I was kicking it in the gym. The guys was sparring. Yeah, see, you guys be wasting yoo-hoos. You know that, right? Yes, you did. Narina bought one in there, T. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. See, you always lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. She bought two yoo-hoos in.
No, she got two you. Ew, that's been sitting there for so long. I don't even know how old that is.
She bought two yoo-hoos in.
She brought. I got one for two.
Yeah, so stop lying.
I didn't ask for one.
Well, you had one. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay.
I gave you.
Yeah, stop. All right, man. Stop. Get these girls yoo-hoos for school, right? Get them the big pack for school. and they try to run through their snacks at home. Like, nah, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, Daffy? You want to go outside? Let Daffy out. No barking, no Daffy. That's my guard dog right there. Yeah, man. They hoodwinked us today, man. Shout out to Showtime, but I not even shout out to Showtime. Shout out to you YouTubers that's on here flipping the narrative. Oh, I told you they wasn't going out of business. No, they're not going out of business. They just not, giving the consumers, quote unquote, their top fighters. They're not giving us their top fighters, man. They are not giving us their top fighters, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna try to give y'all an hour, man. I got 19 more minutes to go, man. I got 19 more minutes to go. I want to give y'all a good hour if I can, right? Mm. I just took some sunflower seeds, man. Mm. I want to give y'all a good hour, man. Let me see something. Let me see. Well, I might just shut it down now, cause look, it is 9 o'clock, man. I don't want to be up too late, man. Like I said, I'm still feeling the lingering effects of the gym and all that, man. But yes, man, fans, man, we gotta stand together. If you are a boxing fan and you are excited about this lineup that they dropped, do me a favor, look in the mirror, right? And ask yourself, who am I? Do I really love boxing? I know the answer to that already. That's why I do what I do. When it comes to this boxing media, and putting out content, I do what I do for a reason. Because I love to sit back and observe, right? Like I've been told y'all, when it comes to YouTube and YTC and boxing, majority of YouTube boxing content creators aren't real boxing people because they are in it for an agenda, a hustle, a quick dollar. But hey, to each his own, man. But with that being said, listen, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm about to watch Snowfall. Um, Maybe if I was in my cave, I probably would have stayed on longer. But unfortunately, the girls took over the cave, and I'm just going to enjoy my living room setting, you know, and watch me some Snowfall on the Fire Stick. Everybody be great. Support the channel. Feel free to like, share the videos. A like goes a long way. Sharing is caring. Um, it doesn't cost you $1 to like a video or comment on a video. And by all means, a lot of y'all out there love to just donate and spend money. Over here, we don't ask for the donations or the super chats and all that. All I really do is ask for is likes and shares. I just want to get the message out. Hopefully, y'all caught that source and enjoy that. Everybody enjoy their Throwback Thursday. And once again, PBC, Showtime, to quote my cousin, Nasir Jones, you should be ashamed of yourself the way you Carry yourself. Should be ashamed of yourself. How you hoodwink the public. Where are the stars at? Where the stars at? You know the vibes. Zaga. Yaga. Ahala.
Yo, man, it's your hot Tucker, man. The real GOAT, LeBron Donner the game, man. Shout out to the Source Talk podcast. Shout out my man Showtime Shot. If you ain't know, now you know. Hear about it.
Screw you. That's right.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.